Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Tina Talk Show, and if this is your first time of coming to this channel, it's a pleasure to have you. Now, like always, I say to you that this channel, this platform is a platform that I have dedicated for you. Yes, for you to come and share those your amazing stories. Sometimes we think about what is it that is very important that we need to pass on to our next generation, to our children, to our family, to our friends. What always comes to mind is material things. But you see, after some time in my life, I've come to realize the important thing that we must pass on, that will enable anyone to stay strong and pursue their own cause, their own purpose. What I call the legacy, the best legacy that we can pass on, our experience, our knowledge, what we have learned in the course of time, what life has taught us. This is something that we need. We must pass on to somebody. This is the only thing that can sustain them. Material will fade away. Money will go, will all be spent. Properties can be destroyed. We can lose all this, but you see, the words that you share with somebody, that will stay with them. They can pass it on from generation to generation. And you see, this is exactly what my next guest, Ayan de First, Mr. Culture. He's a UK based, he's a musician, he's a drummer. Listen, you don't want to miss what he's about to share with us. Sometimes we see people doing great things, but we don't understand the how it began. We see finishing product. But you see, he's going to tell us, share some part of him exclusively on Tina Talk Show. Now, but before that, I am going to let's take a break and I will come back. Now, audience, welcome back to this. Thank you so much for that short break. Yes. Okay, so without much of ado, I'm going to be. I think Mr. Ayan is already in the studio, so let us bring him up to share something unique about him that not all of you know. Listen, this platform. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm sure he's there now. Let's bring him up. Oh, hello. I am the first, Mr. Culture. Good evening. How are
Good,
you?
eve- good evening.
Good evening. Now, listen, I am so grateful. I'm so happy. Actually, for me, it's a privilege to have you come to Tina Talk Show today. I know today has been a very busy day for you, and you are particularly very busy man, going here and there, playing beautiful drums for people, but are creating this time to come up to share part of you. We are grateful. Thank you for coming.
That's right. Hello? Yes.
Yes,
It has been a very busy day for me today, yeah. But at least in the end, we are here, you know,
yes, we are
so
here.
and
Thank you so much.
we can, you know, uh,
Share something.
we can share many things together. We can get
Yes,
our audience, we can get them interested in what we are about to, to discuss. So yeah,
definitely. Definitely. So before we know you as a drummer, a cultural drummer, a musician, traditional musician, and all that. We would
that's right.
like first of all to know who is Mr. Your name, please. I'm struggling to pronounce this name. Can you please pronounce it for me?
Ayon,
Ayon,
Ayon
Ayon,
the first,
Ayon,
Ayon the first.
Ayon the first. What
Like
does it mean?
Ayon the first.
What does it mean if
Ayon.
you don't mind sharing this with us? What does it mean? Ion.
All right, okay. So the four letters AYAN is a
Mm,
name, it's a professional name. So
okay.
if you are from a family of drummers or drummers family, and you have a child, the first four letters of the name to be given to that child must spell Ayan. So that means
Ah,
a drummer. So you can then
okay.
add more, any more, I mean, other name to it, like, you know, Ayantina, Ayanwole, Ayandare, Ayan
That's not
whatever.
interesting.
Yes.
Iontina,
So Ayan
Iontina.
de First.
Guys, this is a
Yes.
new name for me, Iontina. Okay, I'm not part of the
Yes.
family.
Yes. So you can say that. You can say Ayantina. You understand?
Iontina.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Yes, thank you
So
so much
Ayan
for
de
that.
First is
Oh, yeah.
it's my name.
Okay, great. Um, yes, by the sound of it and everything, where are you from exactly? Like, what part of the Africa are you from?
Okay, I'm from western part of Africa, Nigeria, to be specific,
Okay,
and they're from Osun State,
okay,
from in Nigeria, to be specific as well. So I'm
okay.
from Osun State in Nigeria, western part of Africa.
Beautiful part of Africa. Great.
Western, yeah, western part.
I know, I know. I say it's
Yes,
the beautiful part now. Beautiful part.
exactly, exactly, exactly. Yes, yes,
Yes. Okay. Great. Thank you so much for that brief introduction. Now,
yes.
there's this part that I'm sure a lot of people, not everyone know about you, and we would want to know this part of you. Um, do you have siblings, like sisters, brothers? You know, are you
Oh
the
yeah,
first?
oh
Are
yeah.
you the
My
second? Huh?
yeah, my old man was was very busy.
Hmm.
So I
Okay,
think
I get that one. Audience, do you get that one? I get it.
yes,
I get it.
he was a very busy man.
Busy
So
man.
very
Okay.
reckless.
A beautiful way to
So
put it.
my old man was reckless. So um from my mom, so we are
Hmm.
eight, four boys, four girls.
Wow.
So but
Wow.
I'm
Four boys, four girls.
say
Wow.
that
I
again.
mean, four boys, four girls.
Four girls, four boys. Yes. And to
Wow.
your surprise, the four after me, yeah.
Mm.
So their their um their date of birth, is the same.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So four
That's very
after
unique.
me, like one, two, three, four after me. So they were born on the same day of the same month.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
Are you part of that? Are you also the
No, no, I'm
same?
not. I'm not. No, no. I'm not.
Now,
I'm not.
how does that make you feel, knowing that everybody celebrate the same day and yours is separate? And tell me about that. So, how does it feel?
That is fine because from where I came from, when I was
Mm.
younger, this will amaze, all our listeners. You know,
Mm.
I never celebrated my birthday until I came to UK. So
You are not alone on that one. When I was in Nigeria, do I even know what you don't even some people sometimes don't even know your date of birth. Sometimes don't even know where you are
exactly.
born.
Yes.
Yeah. You have to now screw the parents, like, listen, wow, where was I born? How old am I? I remember I had that conversation with some of my family members. Something like that was happening, and some of the children were like, they want to know their age. My cousins, they wanted to know their age, and they were asking my father, they were asking this person, to yeah. So it's not it's very common thing back home, but sadly that's what it is.
Yes.
So are you the first in the eight?
No. From my mom, I'm the
Hmm.
third. I'm the third
Yeah,
born,
you're the third.
from my
Okay.
mom. But my
But
dad, officially, so I'm
the
the
fourth.
fourth child
Okay.
to my
not
dad.
not
Yeah.
not far from both side, third and fourth. So
Now.
in this coming from a very large family, even
Yes.
mom and dad, eight of you is large. How would you say your growing up has been? Would you say it was tough, or was it in between, or a bit of both, like privileged? How can you describe your growing up?
Well, it was okay. Well, it was really tough, but you
Hmm.
know, it was really tough because coming from polygamous family, and my dad was not rich, so so obviously, yeah,
Hmm.
anybody would know that that would have been very tough. But my dad was not rich, but he gave me something to be
Hmm.
richer,
Wow,
if that
wow,
makes sense
amazing.
to you.
Wow,
So he's
amazing.
not, yeah, he's not a rich man, but he actually gave me, or he passed on the skills that will make me a millionaire or a multi-millionaire.
Hmm. Amazing. That is very
So
profound, actually. Because sometimes we are looking at inheritance as in, this is also why I kept saying that the best legacy or inheritance or whatever it is you want to pass on to someone, you know, although that did not have the financial buoyance, to really do some things for you guys, but it passed on something that you value today. you
that's
know
right.
you know there's something that they say, oh, I want to give my child what my parents did not give me, and most of the time they put it as in material things. It's an adult who did not have toy growing up, who did not have birthdays growing up. They were like, oh, I need to pass this thing to my children, I want to provide it for them, without actually passing the best thing to them. So I'm glad
That's
that
right.
you mentioned this. Yeah. So what was this thing that passed on to you?
Okay. You really want to dig deep.
I
Okay,
am
yeah, that's
digging. I am
fine.
digging.
Yes,
because
okay.
because that is the beauty of who you are.
Okay, yeah. What he passed on to me is simply,
Mm,
you know, um, the skills in
the
music,
skill.
you
Mm,
know. So because my great grandfather was a singer, he was a talking drummer. So
a
my
talking drummer.
grandfather was a singer and a talking drummer. So my
Okay.
dad is a singer, is a talking drummer. So I've become an apprentice at the early age of 5.
Mm,
So and I started, so I became an apprentice. That when I was 5, and so with a tiny, tiny talking drum. So I used to follow my
do you
dad.
still have that talking drum now? Do you still have that tiny one?
Unfortunately, I haven't got it.
Uh,
It
you,
is
you don't have it with you, but it's at home in Nigeria.
no, I don't think so. Because
Uh,
listen,
uh,
we are talking of decades ago,
mm.
where there wasn't any
any
smartphone.
any place to put things safe.
Yeah, there's no smartphone there. There wasn't any smartphones. So if you want to take a photograph of yourself or your children, you need to go to the
Mm.
photo studio,
Yeah,
to call them to come to your house, or you go
yeah,
to the studio to have it. So, and
yeah.
like I said to you, my parents, they are not rich, you know,
Mm.
but you know, like I said to you, so you know.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Mm. Go
anyway,
on, go
so
on.
I became an apprentice at the early age of 5, and as I was growing up, so the talent was kind of maximizing,
Wow.
and then so eventually it was apparent that I was going to become a musician.
Wow.
So the skills
Amazing.
that he actually passed on to me musically has really, really, really helped me to blossom and to grow
Yeah.
financially.
Yeah.
So, and he actually gave me two talking drums. One
Wow.
was the the the, the first drum he played when he was like 17, 18 years of age.
Mm.
So, and the second one, you know,
Mm.
is the one that he played until he retired.
Wow.
So I've got the two
Amazing.
drums with me, and like I said to you, yeah, he wasn't rich. He doesn't have any will, to give
To
unto me.
pass on.
But the
Mm.
way that he gave me were those two drums, especially the one that he played until he retired. So
Wow.
that one is the drum that I've been using, even on this year alone. I know how much that I've made
From
playing
that.
that drum.
Oh, amazing.
I don't know
Bless.
if I've made myself clear enough.
No, you have, you have. I mean, what you've just shared so far is very in depth, very, very profound. Not the importance of because today is a lot. We're going to look at. I mean, I'm just trying to look at why it's very important that all these things that we carry it forward. That we hold on strongly to our inheritance, to our
Yes,
heritage you know and growing up wasn't that easy for you, and that passed on something that was great. And that I think I remember I was privileged when you mentioned that mom left when you were very young. What is it?
that what?
Yeah, that mom left, your mom
No, no. She just passed. She just passed away. Last year November.
last year. Oh, bless
Yeah,
her, bless her
yeah,
soul, bless her
yeah.
soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15-year-old to 14 to 15 years old, would you say that this skill that dad gave to you, passed on to you, allow you to be more independent?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Even um, since I was like 9 years, 10 years old. So because I'm someone that I'm very, very fast in learning, unless
Mm,
I don't want to, you know,
to
if
learn
I'm
it.
not,
You're not
unless
interested.
I'm not
Yeah.
interested. But if I'm
Mm,
interested in anything whatsoever, I'm very, very fast in learning. So I was very, good musically when I was a little boy. So I was playing percussions. So what used to happen was the subordinate towns. So the drummers at a subordinate from subordinate towns,
mm.
within my vicinity, my area. So they used to come and you know hire me to come and play the percussion. So I started making money since I was like 10, in 9,
Wow.
10. So yeah, but
Amazing.
when I
That's very
when I
good.
became when I 14-year-old boy. So because each most of the time when I ask my dad for something, so he would say, "Oh, he wished that he had that thing that I like money,
What you're asking
but
for.
he
Oh.
didn't have." So when I've I, when I've asked him on a few times, and you know, I knew genuinely if he had the money, he would have given me, but I realized I didn't have it. So I just said to myself, I don't have to bother him anymore. Let me just start struggling on my own. And I became independent since I was 14 going to 15.
So beautiful. Were you in school this time? Were you in school this time?
I was in secondary school.
Oh, you were in secondary school, yeah.
I was
So
in secondary school. Yeah,
and
but
you had to juggle the school, secondary school,
yes,
and all
yes.
this.
Even since I was in primary school, anytime I came back from school, um, so my mom would tell me that, oh, your dad and your uncles, they are performing somewhere. So as soon as I put my books down, my notebooks. So I'll just go and meet them. Sometimes I don't even eat. I'll just go and meet them where they were performing at, and I'll start, playing with them. And then
Mm,
just before, we move on from there, like I said to you, I became independent since I was 14
mm,
going to 15. Do you know that that was when I entered, secondary school
wow,
at
wow.
the age of 40 going to 15? That was when I entered secondary school.
Secondary school.
Are you following me?
Yeah, I'm following you. I'm
Do
following
you
you. I'm
know
with you.
that is very unusual for 14
Yeah.
years going to 15 to now, start his secondary school at that
What
age.
happened? So, what would you? What can
Yeah,
you share
because
with us?
because I did
Yeah.
I did not start my education until I was 9 years old, because I used
Okay.
to, be sick all the time. I used to fall sick. I used to, in light of
Mm,
illnesses, and then I used to kind of faint, passing out. You
mm.
understand? So I couldn't start
Oh,
my education at the early age. So
at
which
early
was
age.
it was a dilemma, but I
Mm.
survived.
You survived. Yeah, I mean, thank you for sharing, going that, touching there and taking us there. You literally took us to see. It's like you've just allowed us, you just went to open the curtain for us to see,
Yes,
young Ayan the first, the first Mr. Culture.
yes,
And wow, I mean, this is amazing. You know, and you even went on by yourself. I mean, I'm sure about that because, becoming independent and finding your footings on this, on the planet, trying to survive by yourself, and all that. You even went on to the point, because I was privileged to speak to you before today, and you actually shared some profound part of you, which the audience would love. I would love them to also know this part. They came to the point, although that encouraged you to take on to the drama, but there was a place where you become like stuck in between pursuing a career in becoming a doctor, medical doctor, and holding up the mantle of of your family heritage.
yeah,
So can you share with us that experience of having to switch, or you know
yeah. I
yeah.
mean, like I said to you, um, I thank God. I've got a
Mm,
very, very, I'm very, very smart in anything that I do. So when I was in secondary school, so
mm,
my ambition or my aspiration was to become,
mm,
a medical doctor or a pharmacist, because I was
mm,
very, very brilliant. We have five classes, A to E. So even when we did the overall, when we did any
any
examination,
exam, yeah.
yeah, so, and they just grade us like overall in five classes. I used to be between one and third. So
Wow.
there was no way I've, you know, come up like fourth position, whatever. So it's one to third. Anyway, so what happened was,
Amazing.
so when we then you you couldn't really choose what you want to do in secondary school until you are in form four. They were using form then. So when you are in form four, no, form three going to form four, then they will now, you know, separate you, that those who are smart, they put them in A class.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then those who are in A class, as were supposed to be, studying science, physics,
Mm,
biology, agricultural science, chemistry, mathematics, art. We have what we had something that we call art mathematics. So we used to study that as well. So because each time I went to hospital, I always like that kind of overall that the doctor used to wear,
Yeah,
and the
that they love it. Yeah, you were
yeah,
fascinated by it.
yeah, and the stethoscope. I put it
That
on
they
their
that,
neck.
that they will put.
I was good. I used to say to myself, yes, me too. I wanted to become a medical doctor. Anyway, but for the simple fact that I've become an apprentice, you know, at the
Mm,
early stage of fire. So it became a dilemma when I finished the secondary school. And regardless of what was going on financially between me
mm,
and my dad, that I never asked him for anything. We were still very close. Very, very,
yeah.
very, very close. So when I
That's
finished
great.
my secondary school, then I tried to seek his um consent. Back home we had a lot of respect for our parents. So
We
I
do.
told my dad that I I wanted to go and study pharmacy or medicine. So he said to me, "What's that?" Then I explained to him. He said, "No, no, no, no. I should forget about that. That I
Wow.
should carry on his, you know, grandfather of
Legacy.
profession, yeah, ministry, whatever, yeah." So, and he gave me the drum that he was playing when he was 17, 18. And he blessed me and he said that anytime you have this drum, you will never lack. Hmm? And
Oh,
he said to
wow.
me, he blessed me, he said, look, among your mates, you will always be at the front. You will always be on top,
Wow.
you know.
Wow.
And that has come to pass because even if I've studied medicine and I was working in any general hospital, and the government is to owe me like 3 months salary. So I
Mm,
would not be where I am. And
today.
that kind of blessings is what is kind of following me here and there, you know,
Mm.
for so I've met different big people, very important, eminent personalities. So yeah,
No,
so that's all
you
about it.
have
So
you
so
have
so
yeah.
in a nutshell, I went to study um drama art that is that is compatible with my music. Yeah.
Yes.
And I studied visual art as well. How to draw and paint in African style, not like
Mm.
landscape, seascapes, but how to draw like a mother with a baby on her back, a, a, a woman carrying a basket coming from the farm, to a drummer and a dancer, a
Oh,
fisherman. So, yeah, so, yeah. So that's it.
amazing,
Mm.
amazing. This part of this part of your story is so beautiful. It shows. You see that thing that is what we are lacking now. It's part of heritage also, knowing that, remembering and knowing that back in the days, back in Africa, we respect our parents, put them on a high, esteem. Like, we really respect their opinions, which we don't see today, which is what is lacking. Is part of heritage that
Definitely. Yeah.
the modern civilization has watered that down. And some children at that time will rebel against it, because you wanted to pursue, you were a very smart person who
Yeah.
could go on to become anything you want to become academically, but you went to dad because there's something about you. There was something I know that encouraged you to take on the family legacy. But for a child to, after primary school, very young, at the age of 10, running to see what the parents are doing, where they are playing drama, it shows that there was something about you that was emerging at the time. There was something that was to be burned. And not all children would go, would drop their bag and run to that. There was something about you that had to carry that
Yeah,
mantle.
but yeah, you might say that, but on the flip side, I did
Yeah.
not have any. any choice then.
Okay. Okay.
Because anytime I came back from school and my mom, told me that, oh, your dad, and your uncles are performing somewhere, and your dad asked you to come and meet him. So I just had to go, because
Okay.
if I didn't go,
Okay.
my mom would not be happy with me. Because,
Okay.
yeah, my mom might be blamed that, why didn't she send me, to my
To come
dad,
over.
my uncles? So then, so it all comes to what we call family values, respect.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
the respect that you have for your parents. So you don't want to disobey them. So yeah, I just believe that,
Wow.
yeah, I didn't have any choice.
You didn't have any
So,
choice.
however, despite the fact that I didn't have any choice, I loved it. I was enjoying it. So,
Mm.
because each time I went to perform with my dad and my uncles, I used to get tips a lot.
You used to get what?
Tips.
Tips. Okay, tips a lot. Okay.
So
Okay. I
the
see.
dancers, the people watching, they
Mm,
would leave the leaders, yeah, who are right in front. They will come to me at the back to give me money, because the
wow.
way I used to kind of,
Play.
when you're charismatic about whatever you do and you're enjoying it and you're not a lazy person, you will do it wholeheartedly. So even anytime that I'm performing, so I always put that kind of action into it. So that
Wow.
used to impress, the dancers, even the leaders, because we have family of drums as well. We have the leader, we have the accompaniment, and we have the one next to the leader, the one next to that one. So the leader will give me money, you know, because I'm the one holding the rhythm. You understand? Non-stop.
Wow. Hmm.
So I used to
Wow.
enjoy it.
Amazing.
So at the end of the day, you know, what used to make me happy is, despite the fact that my mom did not go out there to perform with us, anytime I came back, I used to give her some money.
Oh. Oh.
Yes. So
A
that
good. A
always
good
make
son.
me happy that, okay, my dad made money out there and my mom could make some money as well. So
Oh.
part of the tips that they gave me out there, I just call my mom, mama, take this one. I give you this. And she started praying for me. So, yeah.
Oh, bless. And the prayer is has
Yeah,
been going.
it
The
has really
prayer has
come to
been going
pass.
so far.
And
And
yeah,
you always go even onto your
mm,
offsprings. Amazing.
mm,
Now, I mean, that is another part of you that you share that is amazing. That's the family value. There's a lot of times we have to listen to our parents sometimes. Sometimes we may
exactly.
we may think we have our own thing going on for us, but look at you, being compelled to go and join the family project, so to say, you know and look, it turned out really, I mean, you're doing great with it. Would you say somebody watching right now and listen to what you've just shared with us, being compelled to go out there to join dad and other people in the music, and you wanting to become a doctor, is there any regret? Is there any regret? Would you have preferred to be a medical doctor or a pharmacist?
Not at all.
Okay.
I've said it. Like,
Mm,
let's assume that I'm a, I'm a doctor, I'm a medical doctor. So, number one, I would have spent like 7 years before I could
studying it.
become, like, you know, yeah, to finish my medicine course. And then after that, maybe I might go for another year or two for experience or whatever, work experience, whatever. So, and I said, let's assume that I'm working in a private hospital or in a government teaching hospital, university teaching hospital, and the government is owing me 3 months salary. So how am I going to like kind of, be okay financially? So me, I do not regret it. I keep praying for my dad. I keep thanking
Mm.
him every day
Wow.
because even less apart from monetary part of it or financial aspect of it, whatever, the people that I've met in my life,
Mm.
how will I have met them? How will
If
I
you
have
were a
come
doctor.
to Britain? How will I have appeared in all national newspaper? How will I have appeared on all national TV channels? How would I
Mm.
have even appeared on CNN? If you dig, dig deep and you go into CNN archives, you will see my photo, I mean my video clips there because
Wow.
of
And and
different
and,
programs
and,
that I've done, which was
and you
covered
know,
by.
yeah, and you know the amazing thing is that it's not just been appearing on all major platforms, newspapers, because some people appear there for the wrong reason, but you're appearing in all these places for a great cause, like carrying the heritage of the family.
Yeah, positive image. Yeah,
Yeah, positive image, and like they say, your gift to bring you before great men, and
yeah,
there's no doubt that your gift has actually bring you before great men in the likes of our King Charles. King Charles the third. You've even played for him, which I would like to share with the audience. I think I have a clip, just a snippet of when you played one of your meetings
yeah.
with it. Yeah, if it's okay, let me just audience, let's take a break. We're gonna come back.
Hello guys, this is your boy London Spec. I'm here chilling with Tina Talk Show. Tina Talk Show is a show that you will never ever regret to watch. Please, if you want to enjoy any talk show all the way to Tina Talk Show, just follow Tina Talk Show. You will never regret it. We just had an amazing interview. If you want to know more about this interview, just go and follow Tina Talk Show on.
Yeah, what's up, my people? It's your boy Mopizi. You already know. Go follow Tina Talk Show on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, we just have our interview just now. We just have interview with her. We just done chatting, and she's a nice lady. Go follow her and find out why I say so.
Yes, thank you so much, audience, for that short break. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to share with the audience. Audience, I'm going to share with you a short snippet of where Mr. Ayan de First, Mr. Kocho had I think it's one of it. I know there's so many times you have played, which you're going to be sharing with us. But let's just take a look at this one.
Молодец, наш принц. Хороший.
Where's my mate Eddie? Oh, my mate are there.
Yes. Wow. Can you tell us? That was amazing. Our Charles, our king. Now
Yeah.
I know that you also played in Buckingham Palace, and you played for Madonna, the artist. You played for Richard Branson. There's so many to see on your platform. That thing that they say, our gift will bring us before great men. I
That's
mean,
right.
I could just see it playing out in your life. Looking at your story, how it all began for you. You know, I mean, tell us the experience with the king.
Well, it was a fabulous experience actually.
Wow.
But like I said to you that my dad really, blessed me when he
Mm.
changed my career.
Yeah.
So
And meanwhile, by the way, audience, I have this just so to be part of the culture. See, I didn't throw my heritage completely away.
well done, well done.
Thank you.
So
So I have this at home, so I use this one.
yeah,
Yeah.
so like I was saying, well, it didn't actually before I
It, it,
got
it,
to
it did
that
not come to
level.
you as a surprise.
Say that again.
It did not come to you as a surprise. Like you knew you were going somewhere with this.
Yeah, because the way I know who I am,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
when I'm doing something, I want
Yeah.
to really do it wholeheartedly. I want to
Mm,
deliver. And I don't think about the past and present alone. I always think about the future. You understand? So whatever I'm doing, I always think about 5, 10, 15, 20 years to come. You know,
mm,
based on what I'm doing, I always think ahead. So anyway, so
mm,
it didn't start from there before I got to that level. It all started from London Underground train station. So
mm. Okay.
Clapham North station to be specific.
Good one.
Because I was out of pocket. I had £1, 70 something pence on me. And I took my drum to and I went to Clapham North station and I was busking. So people were loving it and they were giving me money. And the
Oh,
security guy, you know, came to drive me out of the station. So, and I prayed to God that okay, I'm being driven out of the station, London Underground train station. So God, please help me so that I'll be able to perform at bigger places, bigger venues, and I'll be able to perform for very important people. And then maybe 2 months or 3 months down the line, I was invited to come and perform for Harriet Harman, MP.
wow.
So she used to be the deputy labor leader during was that during Gordon Brown or the other guy? Anyway,
Yeah.
so I went to perform at the Labour Party campaign in Southeast London. So
Mm.
not quite long after that, I was invited to perform at a Virgin Atlantic inauguration. So the
Wow.
first Virgin Atlantic flight from London Heathrow to Lagos. So
Wow.
yeah, so I was the first person, to even enter the flight. I was performing. Sarita Branson was dancing to my music.
Was
And
it?
we went on the aircraft. So as we went inside, so all the passengers who have been checked in, so they now came, on the aircraft, and we came down from the other end. You understand?
Wow.
So yeah. So and following that, I was invited to be part of a Golden Jubilee celebration. So before I performed for Her Majesty, His Majesty King Charles,
Yeah.
at St. James's Palace. So,
Wow.
so the one that you just played now was
Hmm.
another performance for His Majesty King Charles the Third and Her Majesty, Camilla Pakabo in 2012. So yeah, so
Wow.
and His Majesty King Charles the Third is a remarkable, a friendly,
Gentleman.
and
Oh.
very very down to earth person because someone of his caliber, he has everything you can think of, you can talk of. But
Yeah.
for someone like him to recognize someone like me, no, no, I respect him, and I pray that
Wow.
you know may he reign
Live long.
and live
Reign.
long. Yeah, long
Yeah.
life to our king. So
Amen.
yeah, so he gave me that. The first time we met one on one in 2011 at St. James's Palace. So I was invited to usher him into the reception at.
Oh, to
It
usher
was
him in. I
sorry.
see. To usher him in.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So he was coming from Clarence House. So he came, on top and upstairs. So and he was going to St. James's Palace, where everybody, were expecting him. So
Yeah.
he was walking too fast. And I said, oh, it was Prince then. And Prince, please walk slowly. So he said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So he was walking slowly. Because me and my son, we were performing just to usher him in. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
as soon as they opened the double doors, so I stopped, performing. And I was looking at him like this. He was looking at me. So, and I gave him the drumstick and said, oh, what will I do with it? He was cracking joke with me. Shall I bang it on your head? And I said, oh, no, friend.
Because
I would like
because
you
it,
to
it won't be loud enough.
Yeah, I would like you to play, my drum. And he was playing it. So the following day, I was in front of all national newspapers. So, and
Wow.
the following year, I was invited to come and perform for him in Croydon again. So, and yeah, so that was the one that you just played.
Wow.
Then, recently, after he has become our king, so I was invited to come and perform for him at the Africa Center. And like I said to
Amazing.
you, may he, live much longer and reign much longer, over
Amen.
us. Because he is
Amen.
such, honestly, I've never,
Wow.
never seen anybody very, very
Of, of,
humble like
of
him.
that caliber.
I'm telling
Amazing.
you, he, look, he has everything you can talk of. Hmm? But he still recognize someone like me. So in January, when I was invited to perform for him, so he came out of the car of the royal car, whatever. I don't know the name because Anyway, he came out.
The envoy, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Envoy,
So yeah,
convoy.
he came out. Everybody were kind of they lined up, to be the protocol was, is to come out and say hello to everybody like one by one. So as he was going, he just sighted me on his left hand side, and he came straight to me, and he said, "I know you." We have
Yeah,
met
I
a
remember,
few
of
times.
course. Of course.
And I
That's
say,
Mr.
yeah,
Culture. Mr. Culture is
yeah,
in
and
the
I said,
house.
Your Majesty, you're right. We've met at in yes, St. James's Palace and Croydon. So yeah, and
Amazing.
he shook my
And you
hands. We had
also
pleasantries. Yeah.
talk.
So,
Yeah,
oh my
amazing.
God.
So how does it
He
make you
actually
feel?
he taught me a big
Mm,
lesson in life that whatever you have, you know, with any position you might be, don't
yeah,
look down on anyone. So I
yeah.
got that from His Majesty King Charles the Third, because
Mm,
for him to have given me that recognition, honestly, blew my mind away. You understand? So
wow.
long life our king. So
Yes, amen. Oh, wow, great. I mean,
yeah.
that is your dad. Is he aware of this? Is he aware of this? Like the,
Achievement.
the
Yeah, yeah.
achievement? Yeah.
No, he's aware. Yeah, he's aware.
Wow.
He's
Anyway,
aware.
he will not be surprised because he knows that you always be the head. You always be the head and not the tail.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
also went on to perform for Madonna, the artist,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
musician.
When
Did you travel to America to meet her? Was she
no,
here?
no, 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 no. I believe I mean, she has an apartment in the Map
Okay.
Arch in central London. So when she adopted about two children from Malawi.
Okay.
Yeah, she adopted two children. So one of them, David, was celebrating his birthday. So
Mm,
and so me and my friend, we just went to perform there, and she came. So they introduced us to her, and I said to her, I said, look, she's a she's a singer, she's a performing musician. Let's get her to play some music as well. And we gave her
exactly.
some drum, and she was playing it like that.
Amazing.
Yes,
There's no doubt that your gift has really made a way for you.
yeah, we thank God.
In all this, people, somebody watching might just it might sound like it's been a smooth ride, but then we know that life is not a smooth ride. What would you say has been the challenge for you in getting to that place where you are today?
Well, as far as I'm concerned in life,
Mm,
I just think like every day we wake up, we should anticipate challenges. But to me,
mm.
any
I
challenges,
like that. We should
yeah. So
anticipate challenges.
yeah. But to me, any challenges or a challenge that comes my way, I just take it on the chin and just get on with it. I just say,
Mm,
okay, it is what it is. Let me just I don't think about anything to that extent that it will weigh me down. No,
mm,
I don't want anything to weigh me down. So I just want to like kind of move on with my life. But the most challenging or the big challenge that I might say is maybe financial aspect of it, because like if you don't have regular income in this country, it is
mm.
very challenging. Hmm?
Yeah.
Because you can make £1,000 today as self-employed.
Mm.
You might not make another money until 2 weeks time.
Yeah.
Did you get
Yeah.
it? So that's the
Yeah.
only thing. But even at that, I don't even think about money, because if I think about money, I would have changed my career. You
Mm.
get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
essence, that's why the fact that okay, yeah, it's kind of challenging. I don't even think about it at all. I just like move on, because
Yeah.
in my in my head, in my belief or my mind, I believe that I'll be rich with what I'm doing. If
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
continue doing it properly, you know, and each time I think, ahead, like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Yeah, I'll get there one day.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
will. You
I'm I'm good. I'm okay. I pay my bills. I look after my family. You know, I dress nice. You understand? I can buy any clothes I want to buy, any shoes, whatever I want to do.
Of course, which is the
But I'm
main
just
thing.
say that
Yeah,
again.
we are content. I said, which is the main thing that you are able to,
Yes,
eat what you want to eat, do what you want to do. Now,
yes.
this legacy that you are carrying on, is it something that you training anyone to carry it on when you're not there? Do you have the intention of passing it on to your children or training the young ones now? Are you
Yes,
training anyone?
yeah. So that's one of the challenge that I said to you, because I should have, you know, done much more than what I've done with regards the um what do you call it, like my hub, we call it like hub,
That
HUB.
home, yeah,
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 hub, yeah,
yeah,
HUB.
yeah. HUB, yeah, home.
Yes. So yeah, but because of, when you have a lot of things in mind, like
Mm,
you want to do this, you want to do that, but financially you are being limited to
yeah,
only one, yeah, at a time.
mm,
So it is very challenging. Mm.
yeah.
So, but I've trained so many guys, including mixed mixed race, a white British guy. So different. I mean, a few youth, yeah, like 16, 18, 20, 21, 22 years old. But I'm trying to now, because I work with schools, I work within educational sectors. I've
Okay.
worked with over 500 private, community and private schools within the UK. I
Wow.
work with local boroughs. I work with libraries. So
Mm.
now I want to start working with libraries more. And then from there, I will have my own hub. So where, you know, the
You
children,
can
the youth,
like a station where you are
yes,
stationed,
so they can
where they
come.
can
Yes, they
classes.
can
Yeah.
come, and then we, we'll be training them. Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
It's on the
So
pipeline.
it's on the pipeline.
Yeah, if
Okay.
I may say
Would
that.
you want to pass this on to your offspring? Is this something you
Oh,
like to pass on?
oh yeah. Like I said to you, before my son went to uni, he used to perform with me. The
Wow.
first time I met His Majesty King Charles III, I went to perform with my son,
Wow.
and His Majesty King Charles III actually asked my son that, does he love playing the drum, or is being compelled
To
by his
play
dad?
it.
Yeah.
Is
And
the
he told him
exactly.
that, no, I love it. I love it. I enjoy
I love it. Oh, that's so sweet.
it. So that's what I'm saying to you about His Majesty King Charles III. Oh my God. I've never,
Mm.
honestly, my
He said
prayer,
it's
my
your
prayer
father
is
compelling you
long
to
may
come and
he
play
reign.
this.
So that's just mine. In good health. So that's my
Amen.
prayer, because he's
Amen.
such a wonderful person. Very,
Amen.
very
That's
wonderful.
good. It will. It will. It
Yeah,
will.
by God's
So,
grace.
somebody watching you right now, we kind of like coming to close up now. How can they consult you? Like, if somebody wants you for their
Okay.
event programs, we're going to also talk about. I know that there's an event coming up right now that you're putting up. But before that, if somebody say, "Oh, I love drums," but do you have it right now? Can you show us? Like, let's see. That was why I wanted us to be on landscape so we can see it. Can we see the drum live?
Oh,
Like, can you? It's far away from you right now,
imagine.
yeah?
We have a lot of drums there.
I can imagine.
So that's the drum.
Can I have the honor? May I have the honor to
He has no what?
for may I have the honor for you to play for me for Tina Talks right now,
Okay, you can
even
hear
if
the
it's a
sound.
sound. Do you have a particular reading? Do you have a
Say that
particular
again.
reading? Do you have a particular reading?
Well, we have so many particular reading patterns,
All right,
but
play one for me.
now I'll just play the what do you call it? Reading. Hold on.
Oh, I hope you're enjoying this one.
Just,
Thank you so much. That's so beautiful.
yeah,
There's a way it goes. Like you just move the body, swing it left to
exactly.
the right.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't wait. I would love to be there live when you're gonna be doing your show. Now,
Yeah, I mean, all the listeners, we'll get there in a minute. So
yeah.
when we talk
Okay.
about when we'll be
Great.
talking about the upcoming cultural
Yeah.
night. So yeah,
Yeah.
they should come and just enjoy the
The
most
moment.
entertaining event.
Great.
You
Like
understand?
I asked before,
Mm.
how can someone consult you? Like if somebody wants to
Yeah, yeah.
invite you.
So yeah. Okay. Number one, they can call me on my UK number, which is +44 7956 482148 +44 7956 482148. Or if they just go on any social media platforms and they type in AYAN, like we write on the screen, Ayan de
Yes.
First, Mr. Culture. So they will see me.
They'll see you
Mm.
there.
Yeah.
Guys, go there and just go through that. You can contact him. You can play in your event, wedding, birthdays, whatever it is.
Yes.
If you want your occasion to be distinct, when you
Exactly.
want to give people something to take with them, to talk about something unique, don't forget to add this touch, this touch of Mr. Culture into your event. Okay. Now, so tell us about this event you put together that is coming up on this. Is it on the 6th of October?
Yeah. 6th of October. Yeah.
Okay. So where is
So
it going to be?
it's going to be held at Hilton Croydon.
Hilton Croydon.
So I
Okay.
put the event together simply because of I thought about how many millions of Africans in Great Britain. So we are talking of millions here. However, there is no meeting point for all of us to come together as a people. So, socialize, mingle together, network together. So I just said, okay, why can't we just have like one night for all Africans and friends of Africa to come together, to socialize, mingle together, and network
Enjoy,
together. So
enjoy
that's
the
how, yeah,
heritage.
so that's how I put it together. It's a very colorful event. You come in, red carpet, palm wine bar, registration table, food and drinks, raffle draw, auction, this and that, and then you will sit down comfortably. You'll be watching different artists from different African countries. So it's full entertaining, night. It's
Event.
just like
Event. Like,
entertainment. It's full of entertainment. So
yeah, great. Why is it important to you? Why is it important to you to
Okay.
do this, to carry on
Okay.
the heritage?
Yeah,
Why
two
is it
reasons.
important? Yeah.
Two reasons. Number one, I thought of how African culture is being celebrated. It's mostly outdoors.
Mm.
It can be in the park or, you know, in the town center, outside London, wherever. So, and I
Mm.
said to myself, why can't we celebrate African culture in a corporate way? So, and that was what gave birth, to this particular event. So,
Mm.
secondly, is if I come to perform at your birthday party and someone else come in next week to perform at wedding party, 2 weeks time I go to perform somewhere else. So that's not going to give me any legacy. I won't
Mm.
have any legacy like apart from like performing for this and that. So what can I do or what shall I do, to give me a legacy like, okay, this guy is the convener or the CEO or the founder of so event. So those are the two reasons. And the third one is just to encourage our African British youth to embrace their culture much more,
Mm.
realizing that in the nearest future, they can do the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those are the three reasons.
Yeah. And so that they
Importantly,
don't, and so also so they don't forget their
yes,
heritage as well,
yes,
because it is very important. So when they come to these shows, they're able to see something that they would not normally see on a regular basis. Meet people. So what kind of attire are we encouraged? Are people encouraged to wear traditional attire, or it's just up to the person, to the individual that want to come?
well, when it comes to culture, so it's related to traditional outwear.
Yeah,
However, we are not forcing people,
yeah,
we are only canvassing people,
yeah,
you know, to rely on their African elegance or
yeah,
traditional outfit. So if anybody doesn't have it, if he or she wants to come, of course, we're not going
yeah,
to drive people away.
yeah,
However, when such a person comes and realizes that, oh, this is a cultural, you know, event,
environment.
yeah, cultural event, and it's full of, you know, culture celebration and things like that. So next year, he or she will just try and, find something traditional as well.
Yeah,
Because there's,
exactly.
there's one of my brothers, he attended African Cultural Gala Night last year. He was wearing suit with bow tie. Guess what? Because this guy has been monitoring me on Facebook, the way I was dressed, the way I was changing my outfit on that day. He just celebrated his birthday last month. You do not want to see different traditional outfits. This guy ordered from
Hmm.
Nigeria.
Wow.
And people started commenting on his photos and things like that. So to
Yeah,
me, that kind of thing makes me happy.
yeah,
You understand?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'm like a role model like that. Because
yes,
this
yes.
guy came to a cultural event in a full suit.
Suit
Yeah,
with the bow tie.
wearing bow tie like this. Okay, yeah. Ah,
Yeah,
all of a
Englishman.
sudden he has started wearing traditional outfits.
Wow.
So we thank God, so
Yeah,
that's
thank you. I mean, obviously, I remember when I had the opportunity to speak with you. I said that, oh, that I'm gonna go deep now. I'm gonna pull up my suitcase and start looking for something traditional now. Thank you so much, Mr. Kocho. It's been an awesome interview with you today. I'm so grateful. Now,
Thank you.
looking at everything, we're coming to the end now. Looking at everything you've been through, what you've shared, you know, what advice would you like to give to anyone watching right now regarding our heritage? And,
Okay.
what advice would you like to pass on to anyone watching right now?
Yeah. What I would like to advise is we shouldn't be brainwashed
Mm,
to the extent of forgetting our roots.
yeah.
So, whatever we are uh, learning or emulating, copying from other people, we should always remember that our roots is very important and our culture, it is very, very important. No matter how much you can blow grammar, you can speak English language so much, you are so good, you're not in color, you're not British. You have
Oh,
British passport that, but you're still regarded as African.
yeah. Yeah, because that's what you are anyway. That's what we are.
Yes.
Even though we
So,
have the certificate, we
and
have the
then,
yeah.
yeah, you know, big appreciation, to British government. British government are trying the best possible to give opportunity to anybody from black minority, ethnics, or anywhere you've come from. They're giving everybody an opportunity to
Mm,
celebrate their culture.
yeah,
They are
they
even
do.
encouraging people to celebrate their own culture. So why can't we celebrate our culture? So
Mm,
my advice is let's take our culture very, very
forward.
important
Yeah.
and then let's celebrate it. Let's hold on to it, before it goes down the drain. Because you
Yeah.
and I, we are the last hope to sustain our cultural heritage. If you don't,
Mm,
everything will go down the drain.
yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
advice.
That's so true. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ayan the First, Mr. Culture. Audience, I'm sure just hold on there, Mr. Culture. 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, audience, as always, I don't know about you, but I have learned greatly from Ayan the First, Mr. Kocho. There's so much that I can take that, in fact, I have taken with me tonight. Sharing is humble beginnings. That's why I keep saying sometimes we get angry with our families, our parents, because they did not give us train us to the highest education, or they didn't pass on inheritance to us. But sometimes if we look deeper from what he shared with us, we can see that there's more that our parents had given to us. It's just that some of us can't see it. He embraced the difference. He embraced the little that he had, and the understanding of the most relevant thing about life that he believed that the parents has given to him is what really showcased him for me, that he appreciated what the parents gave to him and still kept in connection with the family. Now, not only has he shared this, but also the importance of keeping our heritage. Like he just mentioned, we are the last people, we are the next generation to carry this forward. Okay, and also don't forget his upcoming events coming up on the 6th of October. Listen, you are not going to, you mention a few things that are going to happen. You're gonna see the need to really hold on to something that makes us authentic as Africans. You're going to have opportunity to network with other people, connect. We need to connect in a very common ground. So thank you so much. And do not forget, okay, this platform is designed, dedicated for you. Yes, whatever it is that you want to share. Like I always say, you don't have to be an artist, you don't have to be a drummer, you don't have to be doing anything in music. It could be something that life has taught you, it could be a life experience, something that you have learned maybe from those challenges, what life has thrown at you. You know, those things you share with somebody, maybe, like I always say, it's like testimony. You know, something that you've learned, the strength that you have gathered from your experience. You want to energize somebody with it. Come to the show. Give me a buzz. You can follow me on YouTube. Also, if you are watching me right now on YouTube, do not forget to subscribe and also press the notification button. That way, whenever I come up live, you will be the first to be notified. Maybe you're watching me right now from Facebook. Don't forget to follow me here and also like me. You can also follow us on Instagram. There you can also get to meet and see all the things that is happening on Tina Talk Show. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, thank
Mr.
you so much. Thank you for
Mr.
having me on the show.
Thank you
Sorry?
so much. Yeah, Mr. Ayan de First, Mr.
Yes.
Coach, thank you so much. It's a great honor. It's a great honor to have you come. You know, like always, I mean, creating this time with you, I know is very expensive, and you've given
Yeah.
us for free. So thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you
Yeah,
for having me on your show. I
it's
really,
always.
had a, great time, speaking with you. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on the 6th of October.
Hey, I will
So,
be there by His grace. I
yeah,
will be there. I need
yeah.
to come.
So to all our listeners, so they can go on Eventbrite to just type in African with N cultural gala
Mm,
night. So to
mm,
obtain the tickets. So,
okay.
right. So thank you so
Okay.
much.
And also, audience, you can go on his platform and you will see, you know, follow the details there.
Exactly.
The
And
flyers
yeah,
are displayed there also.
subscribe to this show, then
Yeah,
can
you
get the
get,
update.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, exactly. Through Tina Talk Show, you can also get in touch. Send me a
Yeah.
message in case you
Yes.
can't get through. Thank you so much.
No
Thank
worries.
you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just stay there, okay? But we're gonna end now, okay? But just stay there.
All right.